This Starbucks in Chicago's Hyde Park neighborhood may look no different from any of the other 15,000 stores in the US. But as a new union location, it is part of a growing organizing movement. A movement that's growing so fast it is prompting Starbucks to engage in what experts call an unprecedented union-busting campaign.
So this is my place. Yeah, lots of union posters and stuff. It's our living room.
Jasper Booth Hodges lives 5 minutes away from the Union store in Hyde Park, where he used to work.
I have worked 40 hours a week for over 2 years at this company. I, am one of the main openers.
The former barista says for the most part he loved his job.
I had such good rapport with so many customers.
Then last month he says he was fired in retaliation for leading the union push.
The fact that I was a really active part of the union organizing committee meant that they were going to find anything they could to get rid of me.
Starbucks denies that, telling Newsy Booth Hodges was terminated for violations of the company's time and attendance policies. Nationwide, over 230 locations have voted to join the Starbucks Workers United Union since last December, 6 of them here in Chicago. In total, nearly 3/4 of all votes cast have been in favor of unionizing. Labor experts say the speed and success of the movement is unheard of.
There's just no historical comparison, to what they have achieved by winning election after election after election.
But Starbucks is fighting tooth and nail to squash it, arguing that unions are disruptive to its relationship with employees. Meanwhile, Starbucks Workers United tells Newsy the coffee chain has fired over 85 pro-union workers.
I remember saying, I've been here for 13 years. You can't even explain to me why I'm being separated or provide me any details.
When Sam Amato was fired last month after 13 years on the job, all his colleagues at his store near Buffalo walked out in solidarity. This TikTok video of the incident, posted by the union, has been seen nearly 30 million times. A month later, Amato and his former colleagues are still on strike, picketing at the store every day.
So it just makes me a little emotional thinking about it, but they've been so incredibly supportive.
Starbucks has been racking up hundreds of labor violation complaints at the National Labor Relations Board, a federal enforcement agency. Last week, the NLRB said Starbucks has been illegally withholding wages and benefits from thousands of union workers. In response, Starbucks is accusing the agency of being biased and colluding with union organizers to rig elections. For labor expert John Logan, the problem lies with weak union protection laws that are too easy for giant corporations to ignore.
The penalties for violating the law are not sufficient deterrent and, frankly, not sufficient punishment, for companies who are egregious lawbreakers like Starbucks.
Back in Chicago, Booth Hodges is appealing his termination. So you're fighting against Starbucks about your termination, but do you want your job back?
I do plan on going back if I get reinstated, but, regardless of that, this is so much bigger than just me getting reinstated or not. This is, about letting corporations know that they can't get away with this, that they need to be held accountable when they break labor laws.
Ben Chamiso, Newsy, Chicago.